She's an Android head.
Nice.
Dane's an Android head.
Yeah.
Would you ever go to Apple or nah?
I actually was kind of thinking about it, but I keep hearing complaints that every new iteration of the iPhone for the last like 5 years has just been like nothing. Like nobody cares about any of the incremental changes that they do. So it's just like, kind of want to wait until there's like maybe a good one, like one where everybody's like, wow, this is like a big step up.
Yeah.
Maybe then I'll consider it. But I mean, like, I don't really use my phone that much. So like it being an Android or an iPhone really doesn't matter that much to me. So just kind of thinking about just getting an iPhone for the camera. That's pretty much it.
You should wait until they put quantum computers in the iPhones.
We might be waiting a while.
That I feel like it has to be something like that for me to care again about like a new launch phone. Like what could they add to a phone realistically?
Well, I mean, what they're doing now is like fucking AI to everything.
Yeah,
AI
see,
to
I don't care
picture
about
processing
that.
and stuff.
Yeah. See, Dane, you need to get on the just buy like an iPhone 4 and use that.
Why?
Oh yeah, there's like iPhone SE or something like that. It's like a smaller one.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
Right, but I bet the cameras for those old phones probably aren't as good as the ones for my phone.
I think they have like a real nice like in between kind of option now. That's like a little bit. It's not like the Max or whatever. It's a little bit more stripped down.
Like I am actually curious. Maybe you guys can tell me. What is the actual advantage between an iPhone and like a Samsung?
Oh, Ian can answer this.
Besides like the fact that the camera options for iPhones are like well known to be like probably better.
Yeah. I mean,
what are the other things?
The ecosystem.
What does that mean?
It means that when you interact with people's messages who have iPhones, like everything just works better. I would say messaging in general, like sending videos, sending pictures to someone with an Android, or Android sending it to someone with a iPhone is horrendous. I can't believe it's this bad.
Yeah, it feels like you're going back to 2008, like sending video over BlackBerry or something.
Right. Well, I personally just believe that that's Apple's fault and not Android's fault.
No.
So I almost kind of don't want to reward them for that.
Yeah.
Well, it's still the case
one of the
reasons Android phones, though. I feel like sending things between Androids sucks ass as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't think it's that.
I don't think that that's true.
No. Well, I think it's true. So maybe you want to rock, paper, scissors?
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh my God, you guys are scissoring.
Okay, let's not do that again. Let's call it a tie.
Okay.
That way we can have like a
agree. Well, that's the agreed to disagree.
Okay, yeah.
Truce.
No, I guess let me walk my statements back. I don't feel is the operative word that it looks as good, and it doesn't make me feel as good to receive the videos or pictures.
I'm going to be honest. I just think green text is ugly. The blue is pretty.
If only you could customize it, huh?
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm so fucking like boomer. Like I don't touch anything.
Any of the settings. We recently, on our trip to LA, we discovered that you could. I mean, we didn't discover it. We knew it was there, but go to mine.
Okay, hold on.
I have the fucking evil Rottweiler. She has the evil.
His and hers phone backgrounds.
Yeah.
Show Bullet again.
Dog.
Here's Bullet.
There's Bullet.
But with a deadly eye.
And here's Ham Sandwich.
Oh, for the audio listeners, we're just basically holding up our iPhones that we have changed the background on. I know it's very advanced.
And for the listeners, Anissa is like flipping off the camera for some reason. I'm not really sure why.
Yeah.
Well,
see, I just manifested that.
I wish you didn't tell them. Now they know. I wanted it to be a secret flip off.
Well, Anissa just did something secretly that you won't know unless you see the video.
Kind of like Dax hiding the finger behind the desk.
Yeah.
Like that.
I like secret things.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me a secret
flip
then.
offs.
Yeah.
Secret. I like secret farts.
No.
Yeah.
I did a lot of most ideal when they're secret.
Wait, were you doing a lot of secret farts lately?
Yeah, on the plane returning to Seattle.
This is my problem. I never assume it's my husband. I think it's somebody else being a nasty pig on the plane. This happened to us another time. We were in line waiting for to get through TSA. And I was like so insulted by I thought the guy in front of us was just ripping mad ass. And I was getting so mad. I put my mask on and looked really disheveled. And Ian thought that I knew that it was him because I was giving him that. Oh, you thought?
No. I suspected that you thought it was someone else. Otherwise, you would have been like, babe, don't fart on me.
Yeah, I honestly, I always assume.
That's
that
nice.
It's someone else.
That's great.
I don't think it's you, but it's always you.
It's not always me, but most of the time it is. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's you get free reign, man, on a plane.
That's fucked up.
You just shit your pants on a plane. People shit around me all the time, and I'm like, fuck you, and I hit them back with it.
That's fucked up. So it's a vindictive thing?
No.
There was a crying baby. Well, okay, first we need to back up. We went to LA. We just came back. We're recording this. If this podcast is low energy, it's because we've spent probably the past 7 hours of our weekend in meetings for Creator Clash in LA. And we're just cooking on fighters and getting that stuff kind of going. So our brains are a little cooked, but we flew home really early this morning at 7 a.m. We always take the early flights. But yeah, so we were in LA, had a bunch of business meetings, and then you hung out with Alex Ernst, and I hung out with my friend Kaylee. And we were out way too late for our early flight, and now my brain is off.
Yeah. But it was a very productive weekend. I'll have y'all know we're excited to start, reaching out to some of these creators and seeing what we can generate.
But we got to
keep it on the low.
Well, yeah, I mean, kind of. We are able to pick a date. We can't share it with you guys. And we were able to kind of hone in on creators that we want to start courting. The courting relationship of finding fighters. Yeah. And this is the most stressful time for me because I have this fear that everyone's just going to suddenly be no, sorry.
Well, I'm trying to, remind Anissa, that's what we felt like, specifically with the second one. The first one was just a long, confusing process anyway.
Yeah.
But the second time felt the same way where it's what if people lose steam or they aren't that serious about it kind of thing.
There's just a paranoia with it. So, but yeah, we started courting people today. We went through, it was a 5-hour draft session where we sat down and went over all these different creators because the list is long. I said this on stream once, so I'll share it here, but we had a list of it was about 96 creators or almost 100 creators. So it's narrowing it down and then figuring out who to court.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's big and small, There's a lot of, I don't know, personalities, different levels of recognizable and not.
Yeah, and then there's skill level, athleticism.
There's so much shit.
Am I on there?
You are, Dane. You're number 5, my number 5 pick. I want you to fight Demolition D.
I'll beat his ass.
I had you against Scott the Waz.
So Scott the Waz.
Yeah.
Wait, Dane, fight Scott the Waz.
Yeah.
If I got in shape, I'd probably look like him.
Really?
So it would be like a mirror match.
Yeah. You guys could come out in Spider-Man outfits and point at each other.
That'd be so cool.
That would actually kind of be sick.
That would be so awesome. No, I'm never gonna box ever.
Aww.
Not for you, not for nobody.
What the crap, Dane?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, we always change their minds. We'll get you in the ring.
Yep.
Who do you think would get in the ring first, Dane or Ethan Klein?
Ethan, 100%.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I feel like we could convince you. You don't have children yet.
I think it's not. It's not necessarily. I think the reasons that me and Ethan are saying no to you is are different. I think that he uses his family life as like a pretty big excuse, but I think you could probably break that down. Like you could be like, oh, it's gonna be like less than a year of your life in the grand scheme of things, and it will be like something that you'll remember forever or whatever.
Yeah, a forever memory. We need to start saying that to people.
Yeah, that's really like that's something.
Yeah,
like thinking about in those terms, like like have you like what are some big events in your life? Like this is going to be one of those.
It's like a second wedding.
It's a second wedding. It's a third baby.
Honestly, I feel like that was more of our wedding than our like actual wedding.
Totally.
Well, like our celebration of the wedding, which is kind of cool.
It's very memorable, and that's a great point, Dane. It is a year, basically.
Yeah,
a little
bit under
a year of your life,
a little less.
And you check that off. That could arguably be one of the most productive years of your life because you're doing something like that you've never done before, performing the way you've never performed before, putting your skills to the test.
Yep.
Man, okay, I gotta write this down.
Write it down. Ian loves writing down inspirational quotes in his phone.
Beep up.
Yeah, sometimes I'll stop when Anissa says something that's very, what do you call it when something's inspirational and gobsmacky?
When I become Travis Martin. What's that guy's name?
Godsmack.
Who's the inspirational speaker you used to listen to all the time?
Eric Thomas?
Eric Thomas.
Yeah, when she says some Eric Thomas type shit, I'm like, say that again, but say it slower so I can type it out.
When I say, he took me out to the water and he held me underneath and he wouldn't let me up. And he said, when you want to succeed as hard as you wanted to breathe, that's when you'll become successful.
Man, you know that better than me now.
Because
I've forgotten it.
I actually, there's some things in our relationship that we like oddly had in common that felt very niche.
Yeah.
And that was one of them where I had this song. It wasn't really a song, but when I have sports-induced asthma. So when I started doing running, it was really, really, really hard for me. Like I was wheezing within 30 seconds. So there was this inspirational song that I found it was a site called 8 Tracks, but it was just basically a backtrack to that guy's speech.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that that's where that came from. So when you showed me that guy that you listened to, I was like, I know this speech. I listened to it all the time. And that's the part that really always got me was
funny.
Taking him out to the water and holding him under the water.
His details of it are so funny because it's pulled directly from him, this motivational speaker, Eric Thomas. He's like speaking to a bunch of like high schoolers. And when you watch the video, it's interesting how well it comes across as like audio because when you look at the video, you're like, oh, this is just kind of like a haphazard recording. It isn't quite as professional as I'm sure a lot of his other speaking engagements. But he's in this classroom and he goes over to this kid and he's like this kid with like an afro and he awkwardly like holds on the kid's head and like holds him underwater.
Yeah.
To like, I don't know, pantomime this scenario.
Yeah.
But it's very funny.
It reminded me a lot of my dad. Like my dad would come up with stories like that.
Yeah.
I think that's also why I found it kind of comforting.
Oh yeah.
But like
it's good. It's so sports adjacent.
It is.
That kind of like you need that.
Yeah.
Sometimes that level of like passion and motivational speak.
Yeah, because my dad was the king of speeches, like mid-game, like in the dressing room, like those like sport movie moments.
Yeah.
My dad was, he's a lawyer, so he's got the gift of gab. So I think I found comfort in that as well. But like I remember that when I'm having like a really hard week, I know it sounds like people have their opinions about motivational speakers, but even when Creator Clash was like really rough for us, like I would play that.
It's great.
Yeah.
I think motivational speakers can be awesome. I think it's tough, right? Because it's like people already have like with things like life coaches and other things that feel adjacent to something that's very like clearly healthy, like a therapist, psychologist, someone doing who went to school for it or whatever. They don't really have like a path for motivational speakers. It's just like it's a grind. It's a hustle thing.
It's either a hustle thing or you've lived like a very crazy life where it's just like the universe kind of puts you in that spot. It's just the reason why I get kind of nervous about it is because the line between like inspirational speaker and cult leader is very thin.
Yeah, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, so
and it's hard to use your powers for good as well. It's like,
very easy to kind of fall into and so you can kind of fall into a bit of madness, a bit of Jordan Petersonism.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
that's actually a great point because he toes that line.
Yeah. I even feel like Milo Yiannopoulos at one point was more motivational speaker than he was grifter.
Yeah.
And then he like
interesting
started to
I can see that. Yeah. It's just all like how you use your words.
Yeah.
And also, one person's motivational speaker is another person's grifter.
That's true.
You know, like I don't think
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's interesting. I had a thought about specifically that like that group of it's like I think Jordan Peterson, like he has a Patreon, and he has like he's able to like put some things behind it, like a couple pieces of paper that ask you how you're feeling and stuff like that. So, and he's a former professor. I don't think he's teaching anymore.
I think they threatened to take his license away.
Yeah.
I actually think his license may have been taken away, actually. Wait, Dane, can you...
I think he's in the...
Can you look up if Jordan Peterson got his license taken away?
Yeah, because he was like a clinical psychologist or something.
Yeah, and
before.
I remember there being some drama, some controversy about that.
Yeah, as far as I recall, they had threatened it, and now I think he's in the process of like, well, they want me to essentially get re-educated by a one of their like social media people, like a person who's going to teach him how to behave ethically or responsibly on social media, and he's kind of like throwing a little bit of a hissy fit over that premise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I don't think he's been like removed.
Yeah.
But could be wrong. We'll let Dane take the wheel on that.
It's worded very strangely.
Oh, how's it worded?
It says, I'll just say it. Maybe it'll come to light as I read it. Ontario's highest court has rejected an attempt by controversial psychologist Jordan Peterson to challenge a regulatory body's order that he undergo social media training or potentially lose his license to practice.
Oh, so
what you were saying was basically correct, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Where they're just basically saying, like, if you don't undergo this social media training... But that was back in January of this year, so I don't know.
They must be in court still. Because, like, you can appeal that shit, and, like, it can take forever.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like, basically, he tried to say, like, you're not allowed to say that I have to do this in order to keep my license, and the court said, no, they can...
They can, absolutely.
Make you do that. So I don't know. Maybe he's just like he has like a deadline that he's supposed to take that class or lose his license.
Well, I think the last I saw of that specifically was a video of him essentially saying, like, I think he was talking to someone else about it, like his daughter or someone. And he was like, yeah, like, I don't know what they're going to do. Like, are they going to call me up or send someone? Like, I guess we'll, cross that bridge when we get to it kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it sounded like it was very like, he didn't even know what it necessarily meant, like if he was going to be told to go to a specific place or if someone's going to call him on Zoom and be like, all right, here's the deal, man. Don't tweet out weird shit.
Yeah.
Case closed.
I'm very curious because I know like lawyers can be like disbarred very easily.
Right, for doing.
Like you can lose your You know what I find really fascinating is like, so if you're a doctor, you can lose your medical license. If you're a psychologist or psychiatrist, you can lose your license. If you're a lawyer, you can get disbarred. But if you're a cop, you can't lose your cop license.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you can do just as much damage as a cop as you can,
Yeah.
like with medical malpractice.
100%. Yeah.
So like I kind of find that interesting that they don't. I think even nurses have more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense though, right? Like we
Yeah.
want to give them, we give them way too much general immunity so that people still want to be cops.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
surprised.
we want people to be cops bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's like the perk of the job is less accountability than the
Yeah.
average person, even if you go through schooling.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the military has more standards than cops. Like I'm pretty sure there's been people, it's not very common, but you can, for adultery,
Yeah.
get kicked out of the army. I'm pretty sure. Like apparently they don't actually kick people out of the army for that typically, but it is a charge that's added on when someone is removed for misconduct in the military, which is kind of an interesting
Yeah.
thing.
I forgot to change the lights underneath our seats. It's very important.
But yeah, I don't think Jordan Peterson is a teacher anymore. U of T is like a very
Bro makes so much fucking money. Who even cares?
yeah, no, that's true.
Like, yeah, I don't know. That's the path he took. He wants to believe that he's teaching people.
Online.
Well, I shouldn't say he wants to believe. He's teaching people his shit online
Yeah,
through Patreon and other platforms.
man, it
I
must
think
be.
it's pretty clear, like how he views himself and his impact, just based on the fact that he was selling like a bust of his head alongside like Aristotle and stuff like that.
Wait,
No.
Dane, where did you see that?
Was that on Kickstarter?
I don't
Should I
know
do a
where
Kickstarter crap of that?
I remember like a while back he was like, you can get a bust of my head, kind of like one of those like Greek philosopher busts.
Oh,
Oh
my
shit!
God.
Yeah, Jordan Peterson art sculpture bust.
that's insane.
And immediately I was just like, okay, I think I get
Wait a minute though.
what
Yeah.
he thinks of himself and what he thinks he's doing now.
yeah,
He thinks he's the next Aristotle or some
Man.
shit.
yeah, the philosophical martyr.
Yeah.
This is tough because there's so many just randos on Etsy that are just selling Jordan Peterson busts on their own.
Like 3D printed or
3D printed. I think they may have done it out of plaster or something. Oh, okay. It looks like on the H3 podcast highlights, this is Jordan Peterson is selling a statue of himself. So, yeah. Well, it happened, and we're about 3 years too late on that one.
that's
Yeah.
I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah, but
Well, we were in hell 3 years ago.
I'm
I
also
think.
broke the news that fucking Trump is selling sneakers of
Excuse
himself.
me?
Yeah.
What?
If it was limited time, I mean that's probably why the Etsy ones are up, because
Yeah.
people are taking advantage of like it being limited, and they're like, oh,
Right.
if you guys wanted to get one, you could probably get one on Etsy.
We should get one and then paint it. Like
It would
do
be
our
good
own art
in the
project.
podcast. Yeah.
Oh, we should have a competition.
Oh, a Peterson painting
Paint
night.
off. Yeah, a Peterson painting night.
And we invite Dane,
Oh.
and we have Merlin,
Oh,
and we all paint our own freaking Peterson bust.
oh, we can all.
I wanna paint
little
my Peterson.
Peters.
I would paint my Peter as like a Joker style.
Oh, that's actually so smart. Oh, I'm jealous.
What
now.
colors are the trans flag?
Oh, pink, blue, and white. Pink, blue, and
Nice.
white.
That's what my colors are gonna be.
Oh, and then you make him woman.
Oh, I'm going to make female Turson.
Fempete.
Fem
Fempete.
Peterson. Fempete.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love a good fempete.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get off Etsy.
Cool.
We'll have a paint night.
No, we don't even get off Etsy. I could fucking print that shit here.
But you can't paint. We need the clay, like one that's like plaster.
I'll cover it in plaster.
Okay.
Yeah. Easy. I'm sort of becoming that handy guy around the house that's not actually handy. That over like I know it's possible for me to do a thing like at a like poorly, I guess. But then I won't ever actually even do it.
You kind of you're like that guy from that
It's like
Tim Allen.
Yeah, TV trope.
Where he's like, it's just the top of his head.
Is that the guy?
The fence is like covering. Yeah.
Is that what he did?
I don't know. I have an association.
Imagine, yeah, I have that association as well.
Unless maybe he just like gave advice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
He's like
can't remember.
He's kind of a wise guy type character.
I think maybe he was just
kind of like
wise
a nosy
guy.
neighbor type character.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
They're like, hey, what are you doing? And
Do we
they're
ever
like,
find out that guy's fucking identity? Is he?
No.
maybe in like the finale of the show, like that was the last shot was his face, kind of like Kenny from South Park.
Yeah, I like that.
Took his hood off.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was shocked the world.
Kenny took his head off,
Really?
or not his head, his hat. Well,
Kenny
head
ripped his
did
own
come
head
off.
Yeah, his head's come off many times.
Yeah, his head's come off many times. But yeah, Kenny took his hood off before he went into the interdimensional.
Cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we just went to heaven.
Or heaven. That's yeah.
I was gonna say, speaking of head off, apply directly to the forehead.
Well, you're gonna invite Dane to a head off?
Yeah. What the hell? What is a head
I'll
off?
I'll kick
Like,
your head.
suck.
I'll kick your ass and head off.
I think it's like a suck off.
I'll freaking wipe you clean and a head off.
Ooh. You guys gonna have a suck off?
Yeah,
No.
we suck each other
Head
off,
off.
69 style.
Whoa!
I never freaking said that.
Who wins?
I did.
Oh. No. Yeah, he won. Fine. He gave
Yeah.
so much harder than me.
2-1, 2-0.
2-0. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Oh.
What the hell?
Wait. I
Okay.
was just thinking of something, but this ridiculous talk
I'm sorry.
spun me off.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk about a suck off.
It doesn't even matter anymore. Keep talking about it because I can't even think about what I was going to bring up. Oh, yes. For Creator Clash. I
Yeah.
think it would be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could do it this upcoming year. No promises, though. I think some anonymous YouTubers revealing their identity in the
Whoa!
boxing match would be great.
You know what'd be sick? Even if they don't box, just having like a Scooby-Doo-esque scene where they come up on the stage and they're all tied up in rope because the other YouTubers caught them and they like unmask them. Like, let's see who the villain really is.
To be honest, we might be able to pitch it to people because like Dream unmasking himself and it being like way too much like pressure and expectation and fucking jutting your chin out and looking
poor
like however
Dream.
he was looking.
There was one angle
You can
he wanted
avoid
to hit.
that.
Yeah.
You can avoid that if it's just like, yeah, like it's my coming out fucking
Party.
but I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it just when I'm there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I fucking take a mask off in the ring and then it's on to fighting. You don't even have time to
That would be
fucking-
sick. That
to
would
process it.
Yeah. Whoa, everybody would be too busy like trying to like
Mm-hmm.
process what they're seeing. Corpse husband face reveal.
That's pretty good.
What is Corpse husband still around?
Yeah, I just think he's behind the scenes a little bit more. I don't know, maybe
We should
making
get
music
him-
or something.
Get him to do a face reveal.
That'd be cool.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Should get Dream to do one. Dream,
We should
the
just get-
Minecraft guy.
Dream to box.
Yeah.
But he should do a face reveal though.
Yeah. Well,
Like a second face reveal because he's
just
already done one.
other angle.
He's already done one.
Yeah,
What?
that's what
Dang.
I was referring to.
Have you not seen the Dream face reveal?
I thought Dream's face was just like the green, or the what is
White
it?
mask.
The green. Yeah.
No,
That's
no.
what the point. I thought that's what the point of the mask was.
Well, it was the point of the mask, but it was a huge deal. He did like a huge face reveal where he only he wanted like one angle only.
That
He
was
like,
him.
That was him. He was like, "This is me," and he looks like Shane Dawson.
I thought he
kind
was
of.
just. I thought he was just doing an angle because it looks like troll face, and he was trolling.
Shut
Up, Dane.
Uh,
Oh my god.
You know what you should do? Oh, did you guys see on Twitter the guy who ate the horse electrolytes?
Oh god, yeah, I did a little
You
bit.
guys should add that into the training regimen this year.
Everybody must.
All of your
drink.
fighters have to drink it, and
Okay.
it'll be like a little science experiment. See what happens.
That is a great way to.
we
up
could
the
also
deaths.
have them put dog medicine on their hands and rub it together.
Oh, the paw to make their knuckles
hard. Yeah.
because the paw thickening spray.
Yeah. Is that what it is? It's to thicken your dog's fucking paws?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wonder what happens if you put that on your choach?
Huh?
On your cock?
Church.
I think if you put it on your cock, you're gonna lose sensitivity.
Oh, that's true.
I feel
But
like
I wonder if that skin, that area is allowed.
Or-
like if your
Why
What
body's
if you just rub it
allowed.
on your hand? What if you rub it on your hand? Like, what if you rub it on your hand?
No.
Because then, if you make your hands numb, it'll make it easier to punch. Because then you won't have painful hands.
That's on the knuckles.
Right, or just on the palm, so you could jack yourself off, and it feels like somebody else is doing it.
Okay, now I'm
Mhm.
following what you're saying. I'm picking it up. But I do think that if you do that,
No, I'm just curious though, because I think certain areas of your skin, like I'm curious. Maybe
Okay.
you can answer this for me.
yeah, I'll try.
You know how calluses will develop on your hands
Yeah.
and on your feet?
Yep.
Will they develop anywhere else?
I actually can't answer that for you.
Because you're not a science head.
No, I mean I am sometimes, but not for that.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume
Anywhere there's skin, kind of like anywhere there's a nipple, you can milk it.
no.
What about like knees or elbows?
Those
Yes.
get dry.
Yes, I think it's a skin thickness
Right.
thing. I
Yeah.
think like
but
if it's
but say you work on your knees a lot.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Don't make any jokes about that. I'm being serious.
Yo, Dane wants to work on his knees.
Check it out.
Yeah, oh, that's Dane
No,
on his knees.
I mean like a welder.
Oh,
He needs to weld the
okay.
underside
Oh.
of a big like machine.
Oh, or like maybe like a big plumber who takes big dumps out of toilets.
Yes,
Not in them, out of them.
Oh, a blue,
Plumbers
a
don't
hard-
remove shits from toilets. They don't do that.
They do.
No, they
If you have
don't.
a big shit stuck in your toilet, you're gonna call the
Please.
plumber.
Yeah, but
Please don't tell me Mario is doing that all day. Oh, you just ruined my childhood.
Wait,
He
do
walks
plumbers
in there-
not take big shits out of toilets?
they look in the toilet. They're like, "Oh, frick!
Who
Must be
does
just
What did I
piping.
get myself into?"
Who
Who does
It's not
that?
a
You do
plumber.
that with a plunger. That's not the. You don't have
Yeah.
to call a plumber for that. You
Yeah.
just use the
The
plunger.
Wow.
plumber's gonna be like, "All right, so I'm gonna go back to my car and eat this fucking foot long. You deal with this, and once you've dealt with this, I'll come back in and like grout your toilet."
I
or
have
something.
some I have some news for my mom.
Oh.
She's definitely called the
Taking
plumber.
big dumps and then said, deal with this.
No. My mom has not taken big dumps. Okay.
Okay.
Other family members
Have
have
ta-
taken
taken
big
big
dumps,
dumps,
and we
alright.
have called the plumber to help.
Oh man.
So I'm
That's
sorry
really
to that
funny.
plumber.
Did you
Yeah,
guys?
but they probably get it a lot though. Like there are probably a lot of people who just don't know that you can do that yourself.
Well, no, like we had a plunger. I'm telling you,
The plunger just wasn't doing enough.
it wasn't enough.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you've
Sometimes you gotta
broken up
call 'em.
all of the shit with the
Yeah.
plunger
Yeah.
and everything that's in there,
Yeah.
like, yeah, that is plumber time.
It's plumber time.
Yeah. However, comma, you should give it a good effort before calling the plumber.
I
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had some pretty difficult like runs where
Mm.
I'm like, man, I've been doing this a while. I think it might be permanently broken, but you just push past that, and eventually it'll.
The runs
work.
don't usually clog the toilet, though.
Well, unless you don't flush in between toilet paper wipes, and then it can clog because you've
oh, yeah.
toilet
Oh, yeah,
paper in there.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so I guess this is a good time to ask this question because I've always wondered how I've only heard of women going through this, and I want to know what a man would do in this situation. I think you guys are on different,
Well,
areas
I'm
of
a
your
man.
life. You are a man. You're also a man.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, we haven't proven. Well, no,
Cishet.
you're cishet. Your ball sack is online, so you're a man. Everybody knows it that you have a ball sack.
That's one piece of evidence.
I've heard horror stories of women using men's, like they're on a date, first date, second date, and they're at the guy's apartment
Oh,
and
right.
they have to take a shit and the toilet doesn't flush. And we've heard some of the stories like they put it in the cat's litter box, they put it in their purse. Like we've heard like some of these stories, correct? If you were at a girl's house, it was the first or second date, and you had to take a massive shit and it was not flushing, what would you do?
I have so many answers.
Okay. Fire away.
Okay, this is going to be a little tough. Okay, number one, I would try to do it the proper way. You know, with a plunger. If they have a plunger there, awesome. You know, try to unclog that bitch. Maybe they'll be happy. They'll be like, Ian, I just used it. This thing's flushing better than it's ever flushed before. That's best case scenario.
Yeah.
Now, if it's not, I think I remove the shit with my hands.
Oh my
human
God.
hands.
Oh my God. Okay.
Remove the shit with my human hands. Place it in the sink.
The sink.
The sink.
I think that's.
Run the hot water. Make sure. I mean, I would check, but no, I wouldn't check. There'd be no checking because I need to time this correctly. Put the human shit, my shit, in the sink. Prepare myself. Start a timer.
Yeah.
I would flush the toilet, go to the sink, turn it on, pump a ton of soap into my hand, and I would wash my hands very vigorously and thoroughly, probably as I'm pushing the shit down the sink.
What? Okay.
Drain.
Would you not have a worry that, one, the smell that would come from that sink for a very long time after that would be horrendous?
I would hope that the scalding water, I would hope it would be scalding, would break that shit up in a magical way.
Yeah.
And it would go down, and I would have a long hand wash. I'd be in there for a while and be like, wow, he's a cleanly guy.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I'd do.
Okay. That's fair. Dane, what would you do?
Well, first of all, we have to ask the question of, do I want to see this person again in my life?
Yes, you really like her.
Wait. I'd ask that question too.
Okay, well, you really like her, and you think that this could be the one.
Because I'm going to be honest, if this was somebody where I could burn a bridge, I would just not say anything and leave. You know?
Yeah,
and just
that's fair.
take that L.
Yep.
But if it's somebody that I'm like, I don't want to do that, so I'm going to have to assume that this person doesn't have a plunger, because I feel like I've never failed with a plunger before, and I've taken some pretty big shits in my life. I've used a lot of toilet paper on accident, you know. And let's be honest here. Also, what causes these like
backups
toilets to get the backups is not the shits; it's the toilet paper.
Yeah.
So it's just your fault for using too much toilet paper, really.
Yeah.
So. Usually I would want to say that I would be conscious enough in that situation, be like, I'm not at home in my own toilet. I can't go crazy with the toilet paper. But if I did on accident, I'm saying it's very unlikely that I ended up in this situation in the first place, where I'd have to like let them know of the situation. But if they don't have a plunger, second option, because I found that this is another cool hack that I've discovered, is sometimes you could, if they have a toilet brush, which if you're an adult, you should have a toilet brush.
Yep.
Sometimes just poking that in the hole works. I don't know why. I think it's actually worked better than the plunger sometimes for me.
Oh, that makes sense.
But if I broke someone's toilet, like
it won't flush. Period.
Yeah,
like, let's say.
I would. I think at that point I would just tell them. I mean, like it's not worth sticking my hands in a toilet bowl full of shit and putting a log of shit somewhere else. Like that is something I don't know. I don't really have like that crippling of like social anxiety to where I would take that over telling somebody that I broke a toilet.
Well, I was told
personally.
by many people that comedy is saying things that you don't actually mean and having a good time with your friends.
Ian would 100% do what he said, and he's covering it up. I
didn't realize we were just doing the most. What are we just supposed to say? The most reasonable thing that pops in our head? Okay,
what do you want me to do? Just say the exact same thing.
I carefully wipe my ass and politely excuse myself and say, "Oh, by the way, I took a big dump. Oh, please."
No, Ian would say, "I left you a present. You should go look."
I kind of was getting the feeling that you were doing a bit, Ian. It's just that I felt instead of doing like escalating it, I was going to go the other direction and just say the realistic option for people who wanted to know a real answer.
Yeah.
I know you'd probably do very similar to my answer in real life. Do y'all shit with the door open?
No, we don't do that. Well, sometimes he does.
Sometimes I'll pee sitting down with the door open.
Yeah, and I won't know he's in there, and I'll walk in there to go grab something, and he's sitting on the toilet
I'll
smiling.
Say, surprise.
Yeah, he's smiling at me.
I'll say, cat on your tongue.
He says it's halfway out.
Every time he's like just sitting there smiling.
Look what the cat dragged in.
But I always lock the door.
You lock it.
I lock it.
Yeah, locking the door is important.
You have to lock the door. Here's why you have to lock the door. An intruder comes in the house. Kills Ian. I hear him kill Ian. I need time to at least pull my pants up and die with dignity.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I know it's
also,
coming.
That's a habit that you just need to solidify in the event, someone comes over to your house
That's
or,
true.
You're somewhere else. You just want to... It's also... That is a safety enhancer for the mental.
Yeah.
When you have, shutting the door, that's great. That's half the battle.
Yeah.
Locking it is just like, oh, I'm in my own little dungeon.
You're in your own little Zen space when you lock it. But 100%,
space, not dungeon.
I would say 90% of my motivation is an intruder comes in, kills Ian. I need a little bit of warning to at least pull my pants up. You know?
Do you poop or pee when the other one's getting ready? I don't know if you have multiple bathrooms or whatever, but...
Yeah.
We do have multiple bathrooms. Ian has the basement bathroom, and I have the upstairs bathroom.
Oh, so you have dedicated bathrooms to yourself.
I shit in hell. She shits in heaven.
Yeah. Well, we do kind of, but Ian likes my bathroom better, so he'll take dumps in there sometimes.
Just a reminder who's boss.
Nah, it's the Queen's Palace. Sometimes you gotta treat yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Who you walk in there, I'm like, oh, this place is kind of nice.
This place
Yeah.
smells pretty good.
Whoa.
Yeah,
There's
he'll
like
go up
perfumes and such.
There's all sorts of creams I can rub into my skin.
There are a bunch of creams up there, yeah. My creams.
But yeah,
Anissa loves her creams.
I love cream.
she loves
I
her
am Groot.
creams. She likes using my deodorant. That's one that
Yeah.
she'll use from me.
Yeah, I like using his deodorant.
Doesn't go in reverse though.
No, you never
Well,
use
that's
my
interesting.
deodorant.
I have always noticed that it feels like men do the opposite, where they're using female deodorant more. And I don't really see the reverse very often. So that's very unique. You guys are very unique as a couple.
Nice.
And you are like legends. You're legends. You're
oh,
bloody
oh, oh, oh.
legends.
Yeah, he uses my perfume.
Mhm.
There's that one Tom. What is it?
Oh no,
Not Tom Ford.
Ian.
I think it
Ian,
is
you're
Tom
using
Ford.
Wait, Ian, you're using a chick's perfume.
It's a musk. It's like a
Sus.
unisex musk.
It's a must-have
sus.
musk. It's a must-have.
It's a must-have
Wait,
musk.
musk like Eagle-on? Okay, based
Eagle
again.
on musk. Yeah,
Did you say eagle on? I like that.
yeah, eagle on musk.
Eagle on.
Can somebody tell me if that picture of him? I know there's one picture of him shirtless and really
At the
pasty
beach?
at the beach that is confirmed, not altered, that's just how he looks. But the one where he's even more bloated and he's got the blood on the bottom of his belly or scarring or whatever that is, and
It's got
his
like an open
mouth's
flesh wound or
open.
something, yeah.
Yeah, and his mouth's going "Urgh." That one. Can somebody tell me if that's altered or real? Because I can't.
I think I know what that is. I think I know what you're talking about. My first instinct when I saw that, and I didn't bother to look into it, it looked kind of AI-ish to me.
Yeah, it looked.
Oh my
But-
gosh. It's a little bit tough.
But I didn't really look into
When
it.
I searched up Elon at the beach,
Yeah,
obviously there's a lot of results, but the one you're talking about, this one,
that's the one. Is that him?
It's on r/Photoshop battles. I don't. Oh, and it says already shopped. Okay, that makes
Fuck.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that one is edited.
It's nice though because it's it feels subtly edited.
Yeah.
It has
Right.
a little disgusting pinkish smear
Yeah.
near the bottom of his belly, and it makes you think did this dude just get done eating wings and just wipe it on his fucking
Yeah.
pasty
He
skin?
ate some spaghetti.
Yeah.
I really thought that might genuinely just be a really bad picture of him.
Yeah.
Because
Possible.
it's so Mad Max. He looks like a Mad Max
Yes.
oligarch.
Yeah.
So.
It's like the boss of
Also,
a clan or something.
Yeah.
The shorts that he's wearing in it make it look a little bit post-apocalyptic or future-y
Yeah.
kind of, because they got sequins on them or something. It
Yeah.
looks weirdly textured.
Yeah.
That's just gross, man.
Yeah.
Did you see how Elon keeps jumping up and going yippee or whatever?
Oh yeah, his little X jumps.
Jump again. Jump again. Very good. Jump very high.
He needs to stop jumping up and saying yippee.
Yeah, I don't know what's with that.
That's pissing me off more than anything he's done.
I agree. I don't. Why is that?
Wait, is that an ick?
Yeah, I mean,
it's a huge ick.
Massive ick. Like that's like
Yeah.
the ickest ick that ever icked.
Yeah, it really is. So I guess a couple things. One, there's this like unathletic like way that he's doing it, where it's like,
That's
oh,
true.
you're kind of chubby and like awkward.
It looks like you're really struggling to get off the ground.
Yes.
But it's also toddler-esque.
It's
like
toddler-esque, like he's got a full diaper.
Yeah, and the way he like cranks his head and has his mouth open and like kind of shuts his eyes.
Right.
It's like
He's also
hitting all
doing
the
it
notes.
because other people are telling him to.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think when you watch the video, someone says like, "Yeah, do the jump again, Elon. Do the jump again," and he does, and he's like, all like coy. So I think that's another reason why it feels like a little toddler performing.
Yeah,
for
like
people.
a little toddler that you're like, oh, do the dance for your uncle.
Yeah, freaky.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did you see his like mom tweeted out like just a picture of like a unhoused man just like blanketed up, just lying, minding his own business, lying on the streets, just trying to sleep. And she's like, "It never used to be like this. What happened?"
I love how she looks. She looks like a Pixar villain.
She looks like
Really?
Futurama.
I haven't even seen this woman.
You know
you're gonna
Futurama?
say, Dane, you were cooking with that take when you see this woman.
Okay.
She looks like cartoonishly evil.
Oh
It's
my
very funny.
God!
the mother from Futurama.
You're right.
Yeah, the mother from Futurama.
Mom. Oh my God,
And if-
that's identical.
I don't know. She has 2 sons. If she has 3, I think there might be a third Musk.
Dude,
and if
life
there is, that'd
imitates
be crazy.
art.
Yeah,
What
show
the
show the picture of her.
I mean, I will. I'll
right.
just put it up in
Right.
post.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
She literally reminds me of.
Yeah.
Mom.
At first, I was okay. Dane was cooking without a doubt.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a more apt comparison, and all I could generate was Cruella de Vil.
Oh yeah, Cruella.
But then I was like, that isn't even as accurate as either of what you guys said, because Cruella de Vil is like kind of slay.
Yeah. She's
Well, I didn't
like-
really have a specific comparison. I'm just saying that she looks like she would be the
Yeah.
next Pixar villain who just says,
100%.
I'm going to steal all your jewels.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to start an
although
emerald mine.
I will put up this picture, which is like she's literally trying to be Cruella de Vil. That shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Crazy. Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, makes like total sense why he is kind of
The way he
demented.
is. Yeah. His dad's like a real piece of shit, isn't he?
His dad must be real fat.
Why?
I don't know, just because.
Just the vibe he gives.
Yeah, because like I don't know.
I imagine him
His
like.
dad looks like Al Pacino.
Really?
Yeah, I just looked up a picture. He looked kind of like Al Pacino.
I imagine him to be like.
No, he's not fat.
You know that indie game of all the fat rich people that are like cannibals, and there's like it's like a side scroller, and you're like a little girl. You know what game I'm talking about? And
Side scroller and what?
You're a little girl, and there's like these fat rich men cannibals that are like.
Oh,
That's what I imagined his dad to look like with the top hat, the black top hat.
yeah, that was a game that came out like really nice looking, right?
Yeah, it
like,
looked really nice
for an indie game.
Yeah.
I forget what that was
Yeah.
called. I think I played a tech demo kind of thing of it
Yeah.
before it got a full release. I don't know what that was called.
I think it's supposed to be really good, but you know, like in Bugs Bunny and stuff, when the opera singer like his
Oh yeah, his thing is unfurling
pops out or
Yeah.
unfurls, the starch back of the shirt or whatever. That's what I imagine. His dad has
Oh.
that like curled up. He's got a big gut and like 4 chins and just is eating everything.
I like that.
That's what I imagine.
Unfortunately, it looks like his dad is in better shape than
him?
he is. Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I just found out that he just had a second child with his stepdaughter.
Yes, he did.
That is not good.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's that little kid who gets a ball thrown at his head.
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah.
used to be my Twitch donation alert, was that kid getting the basketball thrown at his head. Yeah.
Oh my
But
God. Yeah.
hey, Woody Allen did it.
And hey, he was quoted as saying, "We are put on Earth to reproduce." If that isn't a based ass take.
Hey, you. Patreon is calling for you. It's only $5 a month, and you get to see all sorts of stuff. 4 episodes a month of The Bog. That's where things get ghoulish and creepy. Watch this preview.
I was talking to my therapist about like, I was like, man, I feel even more sad now than I did like 4 months ago. And she was like, that's normal because you're like letting go of these coping mechanisms. But look at all of these things that you're doing for yourself now, like objectively. And I like looked at all the things that I'm doing now and I'm like, oh, I am getting better.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was getting better. I didn't realize that I'm, building a foundation. I'm only thinking about how I'm feeling in the immediate for that week.
Yeah.
So that's like another, I just like want to give like a bunch of caveats because I think, that meme of the guy, the miner, who he's like walks away from the wall of dirt and right behind it is a bunch of
right on the other
diamonds.
side, yeah.
Yeah,
That's so
like
stupid.
A lot of therapy.
The worst meme.
That's what it is,
Yeah,
though, where
it
it's
is.
like you leave before you hit the jackpot, and it's not going to feel good the first, like, I mean, it will
It'll feel
good
so
sometimes.
shitty knowing how much effort you put in, and
Yeah.
you're like, well, there's nothing here. I'm just traveling endlessly down the mine shaft.
Yeah, but you're traveling to a good place.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, and what you discover about yourself is going to be, different. That's why it's so hard to sell therapy. It's not like you can tell people, like, guys, if you keep going, you'll find freaking diamonds.
Become a billionaire.
It's like, no, maybe along the way you find some coal.
Yeah.
Maybe you find some lapis lazuli.
Maybe you shit yourself and you don't have another pair of pants.
Maybe there's a fucking creeper there, and you're like, fuck, that scared me. I don't want to see the creeper again.
Yeah.
So you
Maybe
don't go back to
Enderman comes.
therapy.
I like how there was like a moment, Anissa, where you dropped the Minecraft analogy and you just said something about shitting pants. Like, that doesn't happen in the game at all.
What? You can't shit your pants in Minecraft? The Taylor Swift tweet.
Oh my god!
Oh, right,
the only thing worse than the Taylor Swift tweet. Wait, I mean, it wasn't worse, but what made it worse, just the situation, was fucking Travis Kelce responding.
No. Okay, wait. Because some people might not know.
Response.
Some people might not know.
Let's run through this shit.
Taylor Swift came out in support of Kamala Harris by saying she's like a single cat lady or whatever. And then Elon tweeted.
And I quote.
Yeah, quote the tweet. Because Elon tweeted this as a response to Taylor coming out for supporting Kamala.
He said, "Fine, Taylor, you win. I will give you a child and guard your cats with my life."
Why?
Bruh.
Oh my.
Bruh.
Okay, so I didn't know that Travis Kelce responded.
Yes.
They should have sicked that fucked up kicker, the weird misogynistic kicker after Elon. What's his name?
Oh shit.
Misogyny McGee.
I almost spread misinformation. Apparently, it was a fake screenshot.
Oh.
Everything's saying that it's false, which is good.
Okay.
Now I'm going to inform everyone who is also misled like myself.
But we can think about all the things that he would say. I'm going to propose that he say, "Dear Mr. Musk, we, on behalf of Taylor, we deny your offer of your seed.
Of the rearing of your seed.
Is not something that we desire.
We will, however, take you up on your offer of guarding the cats with your life."
Oh, I like
is
that.
Okay, you have any guesses, Anissa?
Of what Travis?
Of what the fake Travis said? Of what some Malaysian guy with a hacked account said?
Try to put your pecker near my wife and see what happens.
Nice. I like that. Straight into the point. All right, now it says, "I'm 6'5" and actually play football.
Oh.
The fact I went to college and got a degree and worked hard might be lost on you. I don't play backgammon, but I do play chess. I could also twist you into a pretzel."
Okay, well, I'm glad he didn't say that. That's really kind of cringe.
Yeah, I know. When I heard, but I believed it because I was like, oh, like he maybe felt like he needed to say something, and he was like kind of overthinking, like, well, this is going to be seen by everyone.
I'm going to beat you up.
Yeah.
Let me emphasize that I'm a smart guy and that I'm bigger than you.
Yeah.
And I could hurt you.
Why didn't Elon Musk frickin' rub nipples with Zuckerberg in the cage and make us all happy? Make us all us frickin' serfs happy.
Wait, rubbing nipples in the cage?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Oh,
they were gonna do like a jiu-jitsu match or something.
They were gonna tussle.
That guy is a tremendous fucking wimp. And there's no chance he would ever do that.
His mommy said no.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. Cruella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom.
Cruella Musk. Mom Musk.
Mom Musk. Mother's
gosh.
Musk.
Mother's Musk. I fucking love Futurama. Anissa and I were just talking about this. I'm gonna make. I need to make something Futurama related.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Like a cake.
Wait, I would love to make and
Futurama
decorate
cake?
a Futurama cake with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
sick.
We could make it on your second channel.
Okay.
Futurama cake.
Yeah.
You could. You know how you've been like making like things out of like wood, like building things. You could build like a suicide booth.
Oh,
that was the smartest thing Dane's ever said.
Dane, that's the smartest thing you've ever said.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for being really stupid this whole time.
Okay, speaking of Travis Kelce, we gotta talk about these Guardian caps.
Oh, I'm on a different wavelength than you with the Guardian caps.
What's the wavelength?
You think that adding more padding won't do anything.
I never said that.
Oh, that's kind of what I... Okay, wait.
We both kind of said like, hey, this is crazy.
No, we did not. You led the charge. I rode the bike behind you while you were running the race. To catch Dane up to... Because Dane's not a football head.
So and like there are people probably listening who don't know.
No, yeah, they're not.
No, this is all for Dane. This is all.
I'm not the only one left out.
Here's what I will say. What quarterback just got his 4th concussion? Concussion?
The Miami Dolphins.
The Miami's quarterback just had a major concussion. It was really bad. It did not look good at all. It's his 4th.
I think he's like got a Hawaiian kind of name.
So, just to let you know what the state of the NFL is in. And he's the quarterback. Like, he's their guy. So, I don't know if they're going to keep pushing to keep him in. I'm not sure. But anyways.
Tuah. Not to be mistaken with Hawk.
Oh.
His name is Tuah Tagovailoa. I fucking butchered that.
But the Guardian caps are something that became mandatory for preseason. And I'm not sure about practice. I'm assuming practice, where it's basically like a padding that goes over the top of your helmet. So you have padding on the inside of your helmet, and now you can wear padding on the outside of your helmet, which is just extra stuff to like help with brain injury. Here's where I'm at with it, right? Because there's like all this controversy. There's people like making fun of football players for wearing it in game because you can now choose to wear it in game. And some people are, and people are making fun of them. This is my position. You're taking a lot of risk by doing this job, and I think you should do everything that you can to make it less of a risk. However, until we see... I don't think we should be making fun of people for doing it, but we've learned... through a lot of studies that they've done through boxing and wearing headgear, that more padding doesn't necessarily mean less like long-term effects of head trauma from, because your brain, for those of you guys who don't know, like your brain is like jello, like tofu, basically. And any rattling.
Not firm tofu.
No.
Silken tofu.
Yeah, as silken tofu. And any rattling of your brain, if it's fast enough, it will move your brain, your head will move your brain. So more padding doesn't, they found, at least in boxing, it didn't improve. It actually made things worse.
And I guess just to add a little bit of extra detail to that, it seems like, you can, I guess, go and look at the studies more close up, but I think it's theorized or hypothesized that basically like a bigger target in general means more hits, even
Yeah.
if they're smaller hits or glancing hits, it's still more hits than if your head's a smaller target. It allows you to slip punches more easily.
Yeah.
So you are just naturally getting hit less.
There's also more points of contact.
More points of contact.
Yeah.
So yes, it might dampen the hardest punch
Yes.
that you could theoretically receive, but in practice, people aren't throwing their hardest punches.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of punches.
Yeah. It's also, they're finding that a lot of small hits to the brain is actually more
Damaging.
than one big hit to the head. And I've learned that the hard way, right? Like I had a ton of small hits over the years, and
Totally.
there's stuff like Alzheimer's, MS, they think is linked to small hits. Like a lot of soccer players are getting multiple sclerosis because of heading the ball.
Wow.
And they found that there must be a connection to
Jesus.
heading the ball and getting
That's
multiple sclerosis.
crazy.
So, it is, I'm glad that they're, my position on it is, I think the reality is the way that football is set up, you're getting long-term effects. A lot of these players are getting long-term effects, and that's never going to go away.
That's the nature of the sport.
It's the nature of the
It's like-
sport. And I think what is actually smarter for them to do, although it does suck, like I'm obviously not telling anybody what to do, but I think putting terms on how long someone can play in the NFL
Right.
is better than putting these caps on if the study translates from boxing. I mean, they're different, right? And I would like to know what they
I
found.
kind of like that idea because it basically gives you a much clearer, even if you could theoretically do another 5 years, it's giving other people opportunity,
Yeah.
and you can still I don't know, it just moves the goalposts in like a reasonable direction. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
It also might help like these players save and plan for the future.
Yeah.
Because a lot of players they think, okay, I have
Right.
five years.
That's a good point.
Then they get injured,
Yeah.
and then they're spending more than they,
And you see people react in that way to certain career paths as well. Like, I imagine, I don't know if it's the exact same, but I imagine if I were to do a job like crab fisherman, I'd be like, I'm going to give this my all for these 2 years or these 5 years that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And just kind of knowing that I don't want to do it long term because I'm going to fucking die.
Yeah.
Or even things related to like pension. Like, I got to do it for so long to get that pension.
Yes.
I think there's ways that you could definitely craft it so that it's reasonable.
Reasonable and taken care of, and you get a good stint. And I just worry about guys that have been in the league. Like, I mean, Brett Favre was in the league for a long time.
Yeah.
And I mean, he was a quarterback, but you're still getting head hits over a large.
Sometimes you're getting people go after them quarterbacks hard.
Oh, yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
And especially when you're not braced, you're not ready for it. Someone comes up from behind or something.
And they have the least amount of padding, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
So, I mean, it's an interesting. Again, I'm not in that sport, and I haven't looked at the studies. And again, I don't think anybody should be making fun of somebody for making the choice of wearing more padding. I wish that culture wasn't there.
Yeah.
But I also would like to know if they've done what they've done to
You should look up the test because I
Yeah.
think they've been done.
Yeah.
To some extent.
Yeah.
It might be still
Because maybe
early.
if there's a helmet, because helmets do a good job. So the cool thing with helmets that it's not true for boxing, right? Boxing, it's headgear that's padded.
Yeah.
Helmets are designed in a way that
It's head and then space with
there's padding in there, and it's really cool because playing sports with helmets, when you get hit, it dissipates around the shell. So it is moving through you differently. It's not a direct or it's not as direct.
Yeah.
Depends how pointed the
Oh, they should make crumple zones for helmets.
that'd be fucking crazy.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, and then they just switch it out between rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that idea.
But
I was gonna say, it sounds like the padding not working is because the way you're describing it, it's not really an issue of impact; it's an issue of the whiplash.
Yeah, the head movement.
So, isn't that what whiplash
Yeah.
is? Like your fucking head gets moved too quickly, basically.
But it's not always like direct punch can still rattle your brain without your head moving. So
right,
because
so
still
it's
the
just moving your
energy's-
brain quickly or whatever.
Yeah, because the energy transfers into the head, and that energy is a vibration. So if it's like hard and direct enough, it
Yeah.
vibrates the brain.
Well, that sounds like more of a boxing thing.
Yeah, no, I mean football is like constant, like head on head. Like they're actually leading with their heads.
Oh, right.
Constantly.
That's
So
the one that. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the crumple zones thing is a good idea because while you guys were talking about that, I was like, would there actually be a way to design helmets where it would lessen like the amount of whiplash that someone receives or like rattling or whatever that someone receives? I don't know if that is like feasibly possible, like and still make the thing wearable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
that'd be cool
So I don't
though.
know.
Somebody
Yeah.
should try and design.
You know what? This reminds me. I still want to figure out if it works. But fucking oobleck.
Oh,
I fucking like love that shit. It's like I really feel like you could design something as long as it's like kept. You could probably do like little cells or something, like little compartments, and then you make that into a fucking helmet so that when it's fast, when it's really hard and fast, it seizes up
yeah,
really tight.
I
But
feel
that would be
that'd
really heavy.
Bad. Yeah,
No, because it cushions it. It's a good cushion.
it'd be cool if, like, in the future, there's like smart helmets.
I'm gonna make it. That's gonna be my next YouTube project.
Can you imagine like smart helmets where they're like active? They're like actively like moving to where they need to go to like
That would be sick.
cushion the.
Yeah.
That's
All
the
right.
future.
I'm gonna team up with fucking Phoenix Jones and make an oobleck helmet.
Phoenix Jones.
Yeah.
What's Phoenix Jones
Well,
about oobleck helmets?
Well, he said. I when I was looking up more details about Phoenix Jones. By the way, he's the like Seattle, the well-known like Seattle superhero. I think he's out of commission now, but he. It was said. I think he gave an interview or something and basically said that he had like he was making a suit and like NASA or someone was contacting him and wanted to know more about his like non-Newtonian suit.
Right. You need to partner up with him and make a non-Newtonian Cam Newton helmet.
I'll make a Cam Newton helmet.
That's
really
Newtonian
fucking good.
helmet.
That was clever. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's give Anissa a round of applause.
Everyone clap at home or on the train or like
Or-
in a car.
Post a clapping emoji.
Unlikely. That is very unlikely.
Yeah, that is probably pretty unlikely. That I'm good.
Is there a clapping emoji?
Yeah.
I don't feel like there is.
There
I can picture
definitely
like a
is.
hugging one of
No,
that
no.
guy who goes like.
There's a clapping one.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Shout out
So
clapping one.
you brought up Tuah. You've seen that video of the girl saying that?
What's that?
There's a video of a girl like she's getting interviewed. And she says like, well, he asks her like, what's the like sex thing? And you see her making me laugh.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
That's good. I like that.
She doesn't know what a meme is. I don't think.
It was funny.
What the
Her
like
tweets.
post the meme of
Yeah.
yeah. I don't
Hey
think
y'all, I'm on Twitter now.
Yeah.
Send me your greatest memes.
meme of the day.
Yeah. Who was it? Someone responded to her.
Connor
One of-
eats pants.
Oh, Connor
always.
eats pants.
Yeah, it's the only reason why Hawk Tuah comes on my
Yeah,
page
is
or
'cause
on my
Connor
Twitter
eats pants?
because of Connor eats pants.
That shit's funny, dude.
Did you
I
see
like
Connor
that.
eats pants interviewed or played Fortnite with Tiger King?
No,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah. Or at least was
Strange.
talking to him from prison.
Yeah.
And he posted a clip of Tiger King getting really mad at him because like Connor Eats Pants was like
We should have.
challenging him and Tiger King rage quit. And everybody was like, "Wait, is this was real?" Like they thought he was kidding.
Could we do like an opening thing for Creator Clash where it is Connor Eats Pants versus like some normie doing something?
Yeah.
I
he
like
would
that
love
idea.
I think Connor would love to do that.
Yeah.
Connor's very nice. I really like Connor.
Yeah.
You know that that girl Bobby on TikTok?
Altoff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She interviewed Dax. You see that?
I
Yes.
know. We want to have Dax and Bobby interview people outside of Creator Clash. That was
That'd
like
be
one of
awesome.
our think tank ideas.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
But we have to get in contact with Bobby.
We're also thinking, like, it would just be, I mean, even Dax
Yeah.
just, like, interviewing people and doing his normal shtick.
Yeah.
At the place, being like
Trying to tickle people.
yeah, or like try to get this like ticket inside of for the event. Like if you can get past me, you get the ticket.
Yeah, stuff
or whatever.
like that. I think that'd be cool.
Did you see that he had a TikTok where like he started it off, where he like walked up to the camera, he was like in Target, and he said "Hawk Tuah, spit on that thing," and then he just changed the subject immediately afterwards. I love that. That honestly. The Hawk Tuah memes are so funny. Like that is like that's like my kind of humor.
I can't, Dane.
That's right up my.
It is.
I feel like that's right up your alley, is your guys' alley too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I
like
know
it's
what you mean.
like what's wrong with it? It's
kind of dirty.
It's relatable.
It's a little edgy.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like one of these.
Yeah. See.
You know, similar thing.
Where am I? What's happening? Wait, what
Ian,
do you mean?
Okay, well, just watch what he does.
Okay.
Isn't that funny?
They're just gonna all of the commentary channels are just gonna have so many gifs of you sucking different sized dicks.
Well, that would be very graphic, and it wouldn't go well for them.
No, they would have to censor it because they're gonna get the video demonetized if they do that.
Yeah.
You've got a really big dick.
Mm-hmm.
You have a moderate sized dick
yeah.
and 2 tiny dick gifs.
Yeah, watch this.
Oh wait, here.
Oh wait, that's tough. That's just like one of those.
It is hard to
touch your stomach and rub your brain,
and rub your
Mr. Breast and watch PewDiePie at the same time.
Rub your stomach and stick out your breath
for the Rizzler.
Yeah. Stick out your breath for the Rizzler. That's fucked up. Because now the Rizzler's a child.
I know. Why'd they make the Rizzler a child?
Yeah. What the hell?
I've been watching the Lord of the Rings show just because of morbid curiosity. It's not a very good show, but did you guys see that Sauron disguised as Annatar rizzed up Miradin in Celebrimbor's forge?
No.
What did you just say?
No.
I said that Sauron disguised as Annatar rizzed up Miradin in Celebrimbor's forge.
That's fucked up for sour cream to do. How do you do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. That guy's fucking off his rocker.
Off his rocker.
Yeah. I saved a debate that I ran across a TikTok live where like 6 nerds were arguing Lord of the Rings lore.
Oh.
And it was so fucking funny, just like completely out of context, like really serious and like intense about it. I haven't. I recorded.
You gotta send that to me.
Yeah,
because the reason why I find that sentence so funny is because it sounds like just brain rot, but just like it actually does have like historical meaning in terms of like literature, but it just has all of that like appeal of like the Livy Dunn rizzed up baby Gronk thing.
Yeah.
So I also just get a lot of a big kick out of hearing people talk about the specifics of like lore. It's very funny to hear the nonsense words.
Mm-hmm.
Lore fight.
Are you saying that that's what was funny about the video you were watching?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you agree?
I agree wholeheartedly.
I
with
don't
my full
agree with
chest.
the Hawk Tuah thing though.
Yeah.
You don't agree
She's
that
really
that's
trying
really
to like create like a rift here between us and comedy.
I don't think Hawk Tuah is in any way, shape, or form funny.
Okay.
Well,
so
it's not just Hawk Tuah. She also says spit on that thing. So you're kind of like misrepresenting it.
Do you wait? This is an important question. Do you get it?
Do you even get Hawk Tuah?
Yeah.
Do you know what she's saying there with that?
I want her to go away so bad, and you guys are extending it with the irony.
She's talking about doing a spit take on a penis.
Did you know that she won't suck off Donald Trump?
What the hell? What is that?
Oh yeah, she said she wouldn't Hawk Tuah Donald Trump.
Yeah, she said she wouldn't suck on him.
Wait, where did that come from?
That was actually
that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's real.
Will you Hawk Tuah Donald Trump?
Yeah.
That's fucking
every week on her
disgusting.
podcast.
Did Bill Maher
she's gonna
ask her that?
No, I think it's like
Maher!
a part of her.
Yeah.
Bill Maher would ask her that.
So,
So,
Wait. No. Bill Maher. Recently, I saw a clip of him asking two random children if they were born the opposite gender.
yeah, that was so awkward. What the
And the
fuck?
8-year-old was like, "Why would you ask that? Like, what?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "That's what the kids are doing these days."
Yeah. He just yeah, I mean, hey man.
Bill
He's
Maher
old.
is like, yeah. Bill Maher is like a real life Minecraft villager.
Yeah. Dude, you nailed it.
true,
That's
yeah.
exactly who he is.
Wait, so Bill Maher asked Hawk Tuah to Hawk Tuah?
No, I don't
On
think
Donald
so.
Trump, and she said, "No way."
No, it was Barstool Sports.
Oh,
it was
really? Okay.
two women from Barstool Sports. They were like,
Oh, that would be a woman question to ask.
quizzing her. Yeah, they were like, "Okay, we're gonna give some names of if you'd Hawk Tuah them or not." And then they said Donald Trump, and she was like, "No." And then it was shared everywhere because everybody was like, "She doesn't support Trump.
She doesn't support the truth.
Yeah,
She doesn't.
literally.
It's really funny.
Would you
to-
hawk
it's in
to a random Marine?
It's a funny implication because it is kind of implying that like if you support Donald Trump, that means you would suck him off.
Yeah, that's like they immediately made that connection, and people were like really mad about it.
I think that's my favorite trend that I've seen amongst like some of these like left-leaning I don't know, political activists on TikTok. They'll like go around and talk to random like Trump supporters, MAGA heads at like rallies. They'll ask them the craziest shit.
Yeah.
Or they'll like point out, they're not really asking them the craziest shit. They're just being very literal about what they're asking. Like, you know, fuck Joe Biden or something like that on their shirt.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you want to fuck Joe Biden? And then it just becomes like a debate for a minute.
Yeah.
like, about like the meaning of his shirt.
That's why I really like the rage baiter guy. The guy who's just like, yeah, I'm voting for Kamala because she's a woman.
Yeah.
Because she's a
They
woman.
get so mad
They
at
get
that.
so mad, and it's so funny
yeah.
to like see them kind of spiral. I really like the tight shirt t-shirt guy. That was the first one I saw.
Tight shirt, t-shirt.
There's a guy who had like way too tight of a t-shirt on and a backpack, and he was like really losing it. He called Kamala a fat whore.
Oh my God.
He like got so riled up that he just started calling her a fat whore.
Jesus.
And the guys, it's like on a campus or whatever. It's insane.
It's been... oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna say my endorsement for president is Kamala Harris.
Woo!
Just gonna come out and say it, and it's only because Charlie XQC said that that she's brat.
Oh yeah, Charlie XQC said that she's brat, and also Robert De Niro supported him.
Yeah. Oh,
Who's
or
him?
her.
Or maybe it was Liam Neeson.
Who's him?
She's he.
Oh,
She's-
okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, they them. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Robert De Niro would support her. He's been like a
Yeah, that's true.
liberal. My mom was always so pissed off about that.
Really?
And she every time I recommend a movie and he's in it, she's like, "Oh, yeah, I'll check that out." Robert De Niro, he's kind of an idiot though. He's like one of those guys that's just like talks about politics. It's like we don't want to hear about that. We just want to see you in movies. We don't care about that.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean,
That is a parent thing to do.
That
It is.
yeah,
It is.
very parent.
I'm not trying to drag my mom, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying that like that is, I think, just what parents say.
no,
Yeah,
yeah, that
no.
is.
They just get mad that actors have opinions.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Why don't you keep it to yourself? You're ruining it for me.
Yeah. Just be a hot, suave Italian man.
Yeah. I think the one I've heard, who are some people? I think, not Brad Pitt. What's that guy's name? Matt Damon.
George Clooney.
Oh yeah, Matt Damon.
I've heard it, yeah, from Matt Damon. He gets political.
That weird guy that posts about his wife that voices Mario. What's that guy's name?
Oh, Chris Pratt?
Yeah, Chris Pratt gets pretty political.
Yeah, yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
In his weird kind of like completely acceptable middle America kind of
Yeah.
way. Like,
Yeah.
if you have a problem with red, wine, blue,
Red, wine, blue.
boo-hoo.
Hunting, eating meat.
Yeah.
Christianity.
Yeah, Christian. Okay.
Yeah, come for me.
That's
basically the
the
Christianity.
thing. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's mainly that he's like an open Christian or whatever, which I think
unapologetically Christian.
Unapologetically Christian. That's a good way of
he's
wording
also been like very like anti-vegan. I think he's like made some like vegan rage posts and some other things. But I mean, still kind of like
if you're vegan, you're a pussy.
He didn't. He's never come out and been like Trump. But
speak of the devil, fucking Bryce Hall.
Oh yeah,
Did you
see Bryce Hall?
I don't know who Bryce Hall is.
That's good actually.
Forget we said anything.
No,
explain.
We're kidding.
He's a TikToker, Gen Z.
Yeah, he fought Austin McBroom in a boxing event.
Yeah, he
lost
Charlie
recently.
D'Amelio.
He did a bare knuckle fight, and he won that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's just like a fucking kind of a plug.
E-boy.
Bare bottom fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like bare bottom fights. But yeah, he fucking like showed up at this. He's like totally out of place at this Trump rally. It's like these people fucking hate you, but they're cheering for you because you fucking supporting Trump.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, it was creepy.
It's like at odds. It feels very uncomfortable.
He like was wearing a fanny pack. He was very Gen Z dress, like 2020 Gen Z, like hypebeast dress. Like, he had the fanny pack and like the hat not fully on and like a sweater over like 3 other shirts, right? And he like hurriedly goes over to Trump to like shake his hand and then goes to the mic and goes, Trump 2024. America needs Trump more than ever.
We need Trump or something like that.
Yeah, we need Trump. And then immediately exits
the
podium. And like Trump like pats him lightly as he's like beelining it away.
I have a feeling the way, like the reason it was like especially awkward is because I feel like you bring on some young influencer that feels very risky.
Yeah.
So I bet he was prepped in such a way where you're like, you little fucker.
Yeah.
Like if you say anything, make it short and sweet.
Yeah.
Something like, I love Trump, we need Trump, or let's suck Trump.
Yeah.
One of those 3.
Yep, that's it.
And so that he did it. And he was like, okay, I'm out. I did my thing.
They were like, don't gift him a Rolex.
Yeah.
Don't gift him a wrapped Cybertruck car.
Do not mention any memes like Phantom Tax.
Yeah.
Or Rizzler or Baby Gronk.
Yeah. No slurs unless it's covert enough that it will not end up on CNN.
Listen, little fucker. You ever heard of a dog whistle?
Yeah. Learn them.
Learn them.
You can use numbers. You can use vague insertions.
Yeah.
And you can misgender people once. You do it twice, we end up on CNN.
Yeah. So he got up there and he's like, man, my brain's fried. I can't keep track of all these rules.
Yeah. So he just said, we need him.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of, you probably haven't watched Lost or this part of Lost, but there is this like pivotal like scene where they basically get off the island in some way, like a couple of them. I forget what it was specifically, but the main character, Jack, tells Kate, like, we need to go back.
Oh.
Because, like, life is hell or something, or they're depressed or whatever.
Oh.
And that's what it felt like. It felt like he was, like, speaking like...
he misses 2016.
Yes, it's almost like a... like we took the wrong path.
Yeah, that's true. There is like a desperation. Like, we've made a grave mistake, Marty.
Yeah.
We need to go back.
yeah, there you go.
Get back in the DeLorean.
Yeah, that's more accurate, I think. Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, that's a lot of people that I found that a lot of actors and internet celebrities that were doing well in 2016 are the ones that are like advocating for Trump the most.
Not me.
No, that's true. That's true. But like, if you think about like, there's that one clip of James Charles being like, Roe v. Wade was overturned when the Democrats were in power.
Oh my God. That is so fucking obnoxious.
But it's like, I feel like all the 2016, like they want to go back.
Yeah, right.
Like, maybe it's subconscious.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's
like,
a little bit reactionary where it's just like, I want to go with the thing that is deemed like less popular in the online space or whatever. Yeah. And then also they have, very good memories.
Well, they also have money.
Yeah.
And don't have to like worry about their baloney.
Have you seen the trend of people making fun of undecided voters?
Yes, there's so GMM Jordan from GMM,
Yeah.
her fiance, they're fiancés now. I think they're getting married.
Oh, I think I saw that one.
Yeah.
She may have kickstarted it.
Yeah, where she's like, "Oh, I'm really thirsty. Should I drink the gasoline?"
Oh, that was so funny.
It was very good. That's the only one I've seen is hers.
Okay.
And she's very good. She does the like Midwestern mom
right.
parodies. But yeah, the undecided vote shit is very,
Yeah.
I really like those.
Have you seen these, Dane?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, we got to send you some.
They're just memes making fun of undecided voters.
Yeah, just essentially using a bunch of like absurd examples where it's like, they go through the Taco Bell drive-through and they ask like, "Oh, is there anything I can get you?" And this person labeled undecided voters like fucking like shitting themselves like, "What the fuck do I do?"
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I can't believe there's people that are that.
Yeah.
It's really, I want to meet. Actually, we were in a Denny's or a couple days ago, and the booth behind us, it was like Gen X mom
It is an awesome time
to go out in public.
to eavesdrop.
Yeah, eavesdrop in public, guys. Because I mean, it wasn't even our fault. We were sitting at a booth back to back with it was a Gen X mom, her daughter, and a young, like a child, like a 8-year-old or whatever. And then her dad came in, the Gen X dad.
Yeah.
So
An
an old fucker came in, and the conversation began with them asking how he felt about the Trump Kamala debate, and he was like, "I don't like that Kamala." And then the mother was like, "Why not? Why don't you like her? Is it because she's like a woman of color?" And the guy goes like, "She was laughing too much. She was laughing at Trump." And then the mom and the daughter both were like, "Dad, we were all laughing because Trump's so silly." And he's like, like it was the weirdest, like that's an undecided voter.
Yeah.
Or like leaning into his problem was that he felt like she was laughing at Trump.
It is a fascinating group. I watched this one, it was like a TikTok advertisement where they were like, it was like ABC News or something. And they were like, "We're here at this local bar at the debate or like watching the debate. And we have with us 3 undecided voters." And they gave like a brief rundown of what each of these undecided voters essentially were politically.
Yeah.
One of them said like, "I'm a concerned conservative," or something like that, or like I'm a hesitant conservative, or some meme like that. "I'm a wishy-washy Republican.
I'm shy,
and I'm a fiscally responsible liberal." It's like these people with really odd descriptors that I don't know. It's like super fence city and weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they all like walked away with. It feels like it's just a bit of a like kind of a meme at this point. It's like it really is like what is it like? It's a kind of a vibe check.
Yeah.
And
I would love to know the demographics, like on who is an undecided voter, like what age, what gender, what race, where in America are they? And like, I want to know where the biggest concentration is, and if you could find like a correlation. Like,
I would imagine that a big reason for it is their social situation, because like if they pick one, then they're going to be ostracized by like half of their their social group. Yeah, and I think that they're just hesitant to be like, I don't want that drama.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, because there are probably a lot of people who are just like they're close with their family, and their family is voting one way, and then their friends are voting another way. It's like, I don't want to pick between the two. Seems like that would be a common situation.
Right.
Yeah,
that's interesting to think that the average undecided voter is just someone who, like, I don't know what you call that.
Doesn't want to commit, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to commit. And,
I was going to even
stand
say,
for something in sacrifice of like having an argument.
But it has that's like a psychological term. Like if you are a person who refuses to essentially like make a stand or like I don't know, set boundaries or what's
wind.
It's like that's a personality type.
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. That's everyone from every demographic.
Yeah.
You know,
I would like to see if
it would
there
be
was a
less old
correlation.
people, though, I think.
You think so?
I think it would be fewer old people who are undecided.
I feel like it's this would be my guess.
But the
Old people
Gen
like to
X.
argue, and they don't give a shit what people think about them.
That's true.
Generally.
I think the biggest pocket of undecided is Gen X.
because they're in that transitioning period where they're like creeping into like
Retirement.
a world where they're like, no, I am actually concerned about fucking this country going to shit.
Yeah,
and
they still have time on this
illegals
earth.
invading and
Yeah.
all this like fear is gripping them a lot more.
Yeah,
I like that theory.
That's my
'Cause that makes
theory.
sense.
but
Kind of walking that tightrope of like,
yeah,
do I want to like listen to the young people?
the young people, or do
Well, they
I
don't
want
to alienate their kids.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
want to alienate like the younger people in there. It's like Gen X is like, they probably are friends with or have like personal contact with people who are both younger and older than them.
Mhm.
So it's just like they don't have like, a
Yeah.
group that they can just like go and be with. They still have both, and I do think that it's like a commitment thing. It's just like what do I want to stick with?
Yeah, it's a foot in each.
It is kind of sad that it's like that though, because it's like the reason why people feel that way, or at least like the reason why more people these days might feel that way, is because things are so contentious.
Mhm.
And there are people who stop talking to their family because of who they support. I mean, that's kind of messed up in my opinion.
You think so?
Like, yeah, because like just because of like who they want to vote for doesn't really
I think
say a whole lot about like
in the world
them as a
that
person as far as like your relationship with them, you know what I mean?
I feel like in the world that we live in, it's not. It's if it was in a vacuum, like just who you vote for, and that wasn't represented in your personality or your day-to-day talk, like I would agree. But there's a lot of people where the paranoia and the like obsessiveness with talking about it has overtaken their life so much that it's not like it really has changed them as a person.
I think.
Right.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think that that's probably just a me thing though. I think I have that naivety about myself where I just would like it if people could get along.
Yeah.
Despite having differing opinions on politics.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that that's becoming harder and harder because it's like a conversation that's happening like more and more. It's so much more accessible to practice those kinds of things as well.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's just the world we live in. I wish that people could be a little bit more, I don't know, friendly about it. But I don't know. That's just my little world. I
agree.
I wish
think
for
it's
world
possible.
peace kind of opinion.
Yeah.
It's like what it's kind of stupid.
I think it would help. I think if we had more tools, because I do think that's possible. But I think what Anissa is like hinting at is that like if there's an issue that's particularly important to you, like that is almost a deal breaker because you're essentially being betrayed in a big way.
It's a big betrayal.
Like if you are like really, pro-abortion and you really like, value your autonomy and your ability to fucking look after your own body.
Yeah.
And your parents or relatives are like staunchly against that specific thing,
women's health care.
that is like that goes beyond even the candidate or anything. It's just like we have like
you just don't think women should.
and your vote is making an impact on my life, and you deciding that for me is like a big deal, and vice versa. It doesn't have to be that issue specifically.
Yeah, like
But the other issues, like if you talked about like financial policies or some of these things that are just, pegs on the, I forget what it's called, like political, I don't know, board. Like there might be a lot of overlap and a lot of reasonableness. But if you can identify that one thing where you're like, hey, like this, it feels like you're fucking with me, and you focus on that rather than like the idea that they're voting for a specific candidate.
But even if they're ignoring all of that, because like I'm kind of on the opposite side of Dane, where like I, especially in the world that like the type of politics that we're in right now and how much it affects people directly, I cannot tolerate befriending people that don't have care to like protect what is getting taken. Like
if they have the ability to communicate, though, That
No,
changes things. It really does.
not for me. Like if somebody thinks that they're like protecting their like they want to pay less taxes and that's worth throwing women under the bus to the
Right.
point where if you're having a miscarriage you can't get an abortion, like I think you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like objectively. So I can't really befriend you.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard.
So
Yeah.
like cuz that's a big one is the women's health care, but then there's also other things. It's like, you know, my dad's side of the family's from the Middle East. You know,
There's a lot of carelessness
I'm a
with
big
that
trans
kind of stuff.
advocate. I like there's just like for me, and I think that people that are, I think if you're a person who can float in the middle and you're not, it's not directly hurting you as much.
Yeah.
It's easier to say, but for me and
Yeah.
people even more on farther as me.
No, I'm with your
can't.
line of thinking. I understand what you're saying. You
Yeah.
don't have that luxury because you're going to be
can't tolerate.
blindsided by some absolute like painful shit.
Of like you don't see me as a human being.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And-
And if you let your fucking guard down
Yeah.
and you decide like, no, I want to like, you know, it's like you got to protect yourself.
Yeah, you have to.
You know.
And I don't. But to clarify, like I don't have a problem with people with your attitude, Dane. Like I get it, and I think that there needs to be people like you because that's the bridge, right? And I think that it is like, you know, it's valuable. It's just for me personally.
Yeah.
I
It makes sense that I would be, you know, maybe an advocate or Dane would be an advocate to say, actually, like, Arabs are kind of lit,
yeah
you know?
yeah
Like, you don't need to say all that.
yeah. Muslims are
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
lit, you know.
Yeah.
I suppose I it's like a combination of me not being nearly as passionate about that kind of stuff as you are. I
Yeah.
think it's just like how we differ.
Yep.
I do care about a lot of that stuff, but I think that you just really, really, really care about it.
Yeah.
But I think I just value like human connection so much that I am willing to overlook like if somebody disagrees with me vehemently on like a point that I will like a hill that I'll die on.
Yeah.
Even in that situation, I feel like if this person is like connecting with me on like all other points, I'm just like, you know, we could just not talk about that.
But like hypothetically, if you had a situation where there was something that like could affect you, like you were bleeding out, like dying, and you couldn't get health care type deal, and that was a real fear that you had. And you were talking to somebody who like really wanted to vote in like the interest against that. And it is a, you know, people who have gone through that and almost died, who have been rejected. Like I know people who have sat in a parking lot bleeding out, not knowing. I think a lot of women do now. Like, would it be the same for you that you could just ignore that with that person?
I mean, I would hope here in that situation, I would hope that it wasn't personal, and I don't really think it ever would be. I don't think that those kinds of things feel personal. I think it's just kind of like a principle thing for most people. And I also think like if I know someone well enough, there's a pretty good chance that I know why they believe the things that they believe, and I can kind of like think about it in a way where it's just like I kind of get why they think that, because like I think we've talked about this before, like nature versus nurture. Like if you grow up in a household where that's like a core principle that you're raised on, like that's just going to be your belief, and like that's just what happened. And it's hard for me to be like, you believe that because like you hate like people who are going to be in a bad situation, and I'm going to be in a bad situation, so you hate me. It's like that like feels like too personal for it to be realistic or something. I don't know how else to describe it.
It's not how my brain process with it works. It's more like you don't value my opinion enough or my experience enough to like change your thoughts on that. You actually are just protecting and taking care of yourself in the interest of like
Comfort.
Comfort, and you're throwing people like me under the bus to achieve it, and like I don't really want to be around that. Like,
sure, I get that. I think that is kind of how I would feel about that in that situation. but at the same time, it's like I do have this like kind of weird curiosity, or like I don't know, maybe like I'm naive in thinking that I could be this person to do this, but like if I like the person enough, I hope that like if I don't close the door on them, that if I like were to hang out with them enough and basically let them see that like someone who is in my position who would be affected by their views on something, that they would come to the conclusion on their own just by like being around someone who has that differing opinion, that they would eventually maybe, you know, start to change their mind a little bit. Because it's like if you don't like interact with people, real people who are affected by these things, I think it's like way harder for that mindset to be changed. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel almost like not responsible. Responsible is not the right word, but it is kind of what I'm saying. I feel a little bit responsible that like I shouldn't burn those bridges that easily, because it's like if I do want that mindset to be changed, then I have to kind of be that bridge.
Yeah,
you
know
arguably
have the most power to change someone like that, even if it is small.
No, I mean, that's fair. You're definitely like, and I think that's kind of what I was saying at the beginning. Like, we do need people like you. I am just not that person.
Yeah, you don't have the patience for it, which is completely understandable.
Yeah. I unfortunately cannot be that person.
I'm friends. Here's an example. Yeah. Here's an example. I mean, like I think that assault weapons should be banned because I'm just sick of like a yearly ritual of killing kids in sake of people, I don't know, wanting to have assault rifles. I think that they should just like get rid of them. And I have a pro tuah friend I've known for many, many years, like probably almost a decade now. And, you know, occasionally we'll talk about it. And from the moment that I met him, he used to be like way more like, yeah, like it's not worth getting rid of those guns because of X, Y, and Z. But over time, I feel like I've watched him kind of like ease up on it over time. And in my mind is like, I wonder if me talking to him about it like reasonably over like all this time has kind of helped him be a little bit more like, yeah, well, maybe we should ban the bump stocks, maybe we should like add you know, safety checks, and like that stuff has been like cropping up over time. So I feel like I have like, at least in that instance, a little bit of evidence that my theory of like don't shut the door on these people has been effective.
The coming together is definitely the solution. Like,
right,
it's the only, I mean, it's either that or violence, right? That those are the only two things that end up happening. Is like there's either like you either come together, you figure it out, or it becomes violent. And like obviously the right option is coming together and figuring it out. I think it's also why Hassan is such an advocate for rehabilitation and has been so supportive of like after your apology and stuff. And like I think that is like it is a good thing, and I'm glad that there are people that are patient enough to do it. It's also the reason why when Ian's apology video came out, there was like an array of reactions from people where some people were very ready to accept it and some people were like, I'm never accepting this ever. And it's like that's just the way it is. Some people just
they don't have the patience.
They don't have the patience, which I mean, that's fair. It's just a lot of energy, you know?
Yeah.
But I do like the idea that it kind of issue by issue sort of thing, like Dane's example, I think is great because it's like it's such a weird, like disconnected thing that someone could change their mind on. But like, you know, this person that Dane's, you know, talking about, they may have just kind of started out in life accepting all of the like conservative principles, which is like, you know, guns, pro-life, all of these things. And, you know, they may have been, you know, woken up to the idea that like, oh, I can actually have like different opinions on different issues. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And that does happen for everybody. Everybody kind of like leaves the nest and then realizes like, oh, you
can make up your own fucking rules.
Yep.
That's what we're all doing.
Yep. You can eat candy for dinner.
Yeah. And pizza for breakfast.
We're just winging it. Pizza for breakfast.
Pizza for breakfast.
And poop for lunch.
Oh, from the sink?
We're going to eat poop for lunch.
I'll pass.
From the sink?
Yeah, I'll pass.
Not from the sink. Directly from
poop for lunch?
From Poop
pass.
Dog.
Yeah.
Pass.
For lunch, I'll pass.
Wait, you're going to pass on Poop Dog, Dane?
For lunch, pass.
Is that a new guy?
Yeah, just made him up just now.
I like that.
Pass.
Do you want to go to LA with us next weekend?
Go to LA with you? Pass.
Whoa. Oh, are you going to vote for Trump this election?
Orange Cheeto Man? I think I'll pass.
Well, what about Kamala?
Laughing Indian woman? I think I'll pass.
I think I'll
I think I'll plaster my vote for Kamala poster all over my bedroom and the reversal.
Wait, Dane, do you think I should plaster the outside of my house or I should stucco it?
That's it's hard to say pass. Yeah, don't do either. Pass.
No, you're supposed to say plast.
Oh, okay, plast. There you go.
Nice.
All right, I missed the setup.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you so much for watching, everyone.
Oh, it's over.
Yes, we ran a little over this time, but I love the political talk, so we gotta go over. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hasta
La vista.
Baby.